whatever trauma you've experienced in your life prior to your diagnosis, it usually is a catalyst to come out at that time. And all that to say, it can be very overwhelming because you have all this emotion, and it might not even be just attached to the cancer. It might be all this other unprocessed stuff. Being an introvert, like I said, I would definitely recommend for people to find a therapist to work with, to be able to not only identify what are you feeling in the moment, but to give it words. Because I do feel like there's a huge disservice to caretakers. They are going through their own trauma, and there's literally no attention given to them most of the time. They're just kind of in the background, but still taking care of the family, still trying to like work and, provide for their family. So I feel like there needs to be an awareness that we're going through this together. Yes, we are the ones doing the treatment, and yes, we are, feeling a lot of pain. However, our family members, they're giving a lot too, and they're experiencing a different kind of pain. So I think just an empathy for one another. I think grace for sure to each other. I think because it's obviously so highly emotional and highly triggering. And so depending on how you communicated prior to this, unfortunately, I see a lot of couples that it doesn't work. And it makes me really sad. And that's why it is important to me to bring awareness to it, first of all. And if you know that you're struggling, find help. Make sure that you go and get some tools, because nobody knows how to do this. It's not like you got a Cancer 101, workbook. So find some help. Try to learn some communication skills, extending grace to one another. I know, for Steve and I, we got a second time to figure it out. I knew the second time, if I was having a hard day, because I would take out my emotion on him a lot of times, and he's like, what did I do? And I'm like, okay, I'm having a hard time right now, so he might take the kids after school and go get ice cream or whatever, because I just needed some moments to myself. And then he could come back around, and I had words to it this time, whereas the first time I would just react. And so, but all that came from going to counseling and learning some tools. I think the grace part, because it is really scary, and breast cancer, I feel like, is a little bit different too, because of the way that it affects your intimate relationship. So you've heard me say, I feel like it just tries to steal every part of who God designed us to be as a woman, from our hair, fertility, breast, intimacy, everything of how he created us to be as a woman, but then how we relate to one another. And so I think it's really important to continue to be open and honest, and ride the roller coaster, because from moment to moment you're feeling one way. I think it's important to give your partner space to be honest too.